Alright, and welcome back to the fully interactive tutorial of the Dreidel 3x3. So you have chosen to start at the recommended first search section, which is the reduction section. And I'm going to first show you what our goal is in this section. So our main goal is to turn the cube and reduce it into this form where you can see these pieces match up their corners. You can see here, and all of these small edge pieces are completed. Their placement isn't important right now. So I'm going to explain to you also how I call every piece here. I'll call in the reduction section these triangular pieces. These I'll call triangular center pieces, and these I'll call center pieces. So these and these pieces can interchange. So you maybe see one of these pieces here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to only solve the first layer of these edges and all these small center pieces, and also these edges, and also these ones. So basically, it's going to be a tutorial on how to do the middle layer and the first layer of this section. So let's begin. Right, I have this cube fully scrambled, and you can see it's just a gigantic mess. Now we are going to do our first important thing, is just to align the corners like that. If you see your corner is like twisted, you just align it. No matter which center or the permutation, just orient it so it's aligned in this way. So it's kind of like a cube with pieces popping out of it. Now we are going to first solve 4 corners around, this one is twisted, 1 center. So I'm going to choose the gray one. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter which centers are, which corners are around the center. So in this case, we'll have these corners. So first of all, we need to solve all of these center pieces. As you can see, this corner already has one matched up, this yellow one. So by doing this, we first choose a place where we want to solve, like this green, and we find one of these pieces, one of these center pieces that matches the color in the first layer. So as you can see, we have one right here. So first of all, if we want to match them up, we first put it so if we take this up, it will come near the center, but you find out that here it's not aligned correctly. So we simply just turn the corner. You see, we need it here. Yes, so we turn the corner like this, and then we just bring it up, and as you can see, it matches up. And so we just, but if we bring it down, it won't do anything. So we just turn it back and then turn it down. So as you can see, we have that done. So now you need to repeat the process a few times just to solve all of these corners. I'll do that. Now you may run into a case where you see you want, let's say, to solve this one, which is a red. I hope you can see, and you want to find a centerpiece for it, but let's pretend that I don't have any on the top layer. So we just need to find one in the middle layer, which if it was here, you just swivel it out and then do the same process. But if you have it like, let's say, here, you need to take out this edge. So let's just do that. We just use the same thing that we do on the 3x3 in a beginner's method. We just replace this edge with a junk one. Let's say this one, so we turn it over there, bring this up, bring this back, bring this down, and then do a sledgehammer, which is F prime, R prime, F, R. Okay, then we have this edge on the top there, which will mean If we do it here, like just like say I will replace it with that, with the same algorithm, you'll see that that edge, which is really here, is now on the top layer, and we have that piece there. So I'll just continue, do the same process, put it over here, align it right up with that, bring it up, bring it back so that all of these center pieces will be in one place, and bring it back down. So now I hopefully have a corner with all of its small centers solved. Now let's do another one. We have this one. Let's put the gray piece here with this, bring it up, that, bring it down, and then find the green one, which we have here, just like that. Align it, bring it back, bring it down. Okay, we need a pink piece over here, which I am not sure we have on the top there. Or am I wrong? Yep, I'm right. So we will need to do the same thing that I showed you before. We need to find a pink piece somewhere. The middle there. But here we see that there's none in the middle there. So we need to go to the last layer, which we are dealing with right now, and reverse the process that we do to pair up these. So we see that we have a pink center piece over here. We take that up with the corner, bring the corner so it looks like this, and then bring it down. So you can see that now this piece is in the top layer, and we can simply move this corner back to its position, and then now we can do the same process to get that corner matched up with its center piece. Now we have all of these center pieces around our corners. Super easy. Now this part is where we need to create our edges, small edges for all of our corners to fill in. So every corner needs 3. That is basically the same amount of these center pieces that we have, but we need to create those. Now, how do we do that? We create those by using the top layer again. And again, maybe you find that you have some pieces missing in the top layer that you'll find in the this bottom layer and middle layer, so that you need those techniques that I showed you to take them out. So I see already this edge. You can see that this triangular center piece is matched up with its triangular piece. So we just need a gray one. Okay, so how do we pair, let's say, this one with this one? We're not sure if this one is the right gray one yet, but we basically need to put this block here in this layer where we can turn, and it will turn to the next corner placement and match up with one triangular piece. So what we need to do is turn this piece to and put it over here, just like that, so that when we turn it, it will hopefully match up just like that. And sometimes you'll find that you'll have this piece like poking out, so you need to find another gray piece, but it needs to be in the opposite direction. So now we have this small edge over here, and we place it in to the corners with the same way that we placed in the centers. So we put it here, and we basically just bring up the corner here, the corner, doesn't matter which one, and then we just swivel it here, so that when we turn down, you'll see that it will be here. Okay, let's do that a few times again. So we see we have another one that is half built. So we turn it so that it will match up with someone here or someone here, so that we can match up a pink triangular piece, which is this one, hopefully. We match them up just like that, if this cube will let me. Okay, and then we put it again there, bring up a corner, bring it into that slot, and bring it down. Now you are going to repeat that a few times. You can see we already have two of these small edges built, another small edge here which can pair up with this one. So I just move it out of the way, bring it like that, and move it back. We'll have that, and then we just bring it up like that. Now sometimes you'll notice maybe you have one that's half built over here. You can do the same thing, bring it up to the top layer and then solve it, then bring it back down. So let's put it in alignment, and we can see that this and this will match up over here. There we go. And I'm going to put it over here inside this corner. And be sure, when you turn up a corner and you put in another edge, don't put a solved one. You need to put a one like this that is totally scrambled, and then you'll end up with 3 here around your corner. That is basically what you need to do for all of your corners. And again, if you have pieces that are missing in the top layer, you maybe find them in the bottom layer and the middle one. So that was when the replacing edge algorithm helps, and also that you need to bring one of these to the top. Okay, that's basically it. When you are done with this stage, you'll basically end up with all of the 3 edges around all of the corners of this centerpiece, or the face will be solved if you do it correctly. So by the end of what I've taught you, you are going to have this top layer and these middle layers, small edges solved around these 4 big corners around this center. Big center, I mean, not the small ones. And you'll need to build up 2 of these edges, just like I built up here, which is the same process that we've done to build the edges. Just build the small edges on the top layer in the same way, and then just place them side by side with each other on whichever face you want. And then we're going to focus on this place because we are using these 2 corners to solve the rest of the cube. Now you are free to move on to the next section.